After 60, your body loses muscle faster than you think, but add this to your morning coffee, and you can rebuild strength, balance, and energy starting today. After the age of 60, something subtle but powerful begins to happen inside the body. Many notice their energy isn't the same, their strength declines, and tasks that once felt effortless now feel heavier. This isn't just getting older. The deeper problem is a condition called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that accelerates with age. And while it may sound like a technical word, its impact is very real and very personal. Sarcopenia doesn't just shrink muscle size, it shrinks independence. With less muscle, walking upstairs feels harder, carrying groceries becomes a struggle, and balance becomes less steady. Falls become more likely, recovery takes longer, and fatigue shows up faster. What most people don't realize is that this process begins earlier than expected, often in the late 40s or early 50s, but it becomes much more obvious after 60. And the truth is this: if muscle isn't actively rebuilt, the decline only accelerates. Think of muscle like a savings account. Every time you move, lift, or eat properly, you're making a deposit. But every year after 60, the body starts withdrawing from that account faster than you can replace it, unless you intervene. If you don't, the balance runs low, and soon there's not enough reserve left to support your daily life. That's why many older adults feel like they've suddenly aged overnight. Their muscles no longer support the demands of living. The hidden cost of muscle loss isn't just weakness, it's metabolism. Muscle is your body's calorie-burning engine. The more muscle you have, the more efficiently your body burns fat and regulates blood sugar. When muscle declines, metabolism slows, belly fat creeps in, and conditions like insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and heart problems become more likely. This is why two people the same age can look completely different. One lean and active, the other frail and tired. It's not just genetics, it's how much muscle they've managed to preserve. Another overlooked consequence of sarcopenia is its effect on hormones. Muscle acts like a hormone sponge. It helps regulate testosterone, estrogen, growth hormone, and even stress hormones like cortisol. When muscle mass declines, hormone imbalances worsen, leaving you with low energy, poor sleep, and a foggy mind. This creates a vicious cycle. Less muscle leads to worse hormones. Worse hormones lead to less energy, and less energy means you move less, losing even more muscle. Most seniors are told the solution is just to exercise more. But here's the truth. Without proper nutrition and the right building blocks, exercise alone won't rebuild muscle. Imagine trying to build a house without bricks. It doesn't matter how skilled the builder is, nothing stands without materials. Similarly, your muscles can't grow or repair without the amino acids and proteins they require. That's why so many people over 60 walk daily, stretch, or even go to the gym, but still feel weaker each year. They're missing the one piece that unlocks the process, feeding the muscle at a cellular level. The real problem, then, isn't aging itself. It's the combination of ignored muscle loss, slower metabolism, weaker hormones, and missing nutrients. All these factors stack together and create what feels like a sudden decline in health after 60. But the encouraging news is this decline is not inevitable. Science shows muscle can be rebuilt at any age, even into your 80s and beyond. The body is waiting for the right signals and the right fuel. When you understand the real problem, you stop blaming age for everything. You start to see that weakness isn't destiny. It's simply a signal that your body needs a different approach. Instead of saying, "This is just what happens when you're older," you begin asking, "What can I do to restore strength and balance right now?" And that question is where the solution begins. Coffee is more than just a morning ritual. For many people, it's the first thing they reach for when they wake up. But beyond its familiar taste and energy-boosting effect, coffee has a hidden advantage. It is one of the most powerful carriers for nutrients. That means the right addition to your daily cup can transform it from a simple beverage into a muscle-rebuilding, health-boosting tool, especially after 60. Here's why. When you drink coffee, it doesn't just wake up your mind. It stimulates circulation, increases alertness, and slightly raises your metabolic rate. This means your body becomes more responsive, more awake, and more ready to absorb what you feed it. Adding the right nutrients to coffee ensures they are delivered into your system when your body is primed to use them. It's like sending nutrients into the bloodstream with an express delivery pass. One of the reasons coffee works so well as a carrier is its effect on digestion. Coffee naturally stimulates stomach acid production. That's not always a good thing in excess, but when paired with the right muscle-supporting nutrients like amino acids, collagen, or healthy fats, it actually improves breakdown and absorption. In other words, the coffee acts like a gentle spark that ignites your digestive fire, making sure the nutrients don't just pass through, but are fully absorbed and put to work. Think of it this way. Imagine you're trying to mail an important package. If you hand it to a slow, unreliable courier, it may eventually arrive, or it may get lost along the way. But if you hand that same package to a priority service with guaranteed delivery, it reaches its destination quickly and efficiently. Coffee is that priority service for your nutrients. It moves them through the body faster, ensures they are delivered, and enhances their effect. Caffeine also has another overlooked benefit. It improves blood flow to the muscles. Studies show that caffeine increases circulation, which means when you add muscle-rebuilding compounds to coffee, they are carried more effectively to the very tissues that need them most. That's why athletes have long used caffeine as part of their performance routines, not just for energy, but because it improves nutrient transport during and after training. For someone over 60, this same principle helps target muscle cells that need rebuilding. Another reason coffee is the perfect carrier is its consistency. Most people already drink it daily, and consistency is the single most important factor in seeing results after 60. It's not about doing something once, it's about stacking small habits that repeat every day. If you attach your muscle rebuilding habit to something you already do without fail, it becomes automatic. You don't need to remember or force yourself, it simply blends into your routine. By turning your coffee into a delivery system, you guarantee that your body gets what it needs consistently without skipping days. Coffee also pairs beautifully with healthy add-ins. For example, adding collagen peptides provides the amino acids your muscles and joints crave. Mixing in MCT oil or a small amount of grass-fed butter gives you stable energy and prevents blood sugar crashes. Adding a pinch of cinnamon can help improve insulin sensitivity, which supports metabolism. The coffee not only hides these flavors, but actually enhances them, creating a richer, more satisfying drink that feels indulgent while secretly being therapeutic. And here's the key. The habit doesn't require major lifestyle changes. You don't need to prepare an elaborate shake, cook a special meal, or follow a strict diet plan. You simply take the cup you already drink every morning and upgrade it. That tiny adjustment carries massive benefits over weeks and months. It's the perfect example of working smarter, not harder. For people over 60, convenience is everything. Complex regimens often fail because they're difficult to maintain, but adding a nutrient to your coffee is effortless. It fits into the rhythm of your day without disruption, and because the results build slowly and steadily, you begin to notice more strength, better balance, sharper memory, and renewed energy without even feeling like you've made a big change. So when you ask, why coffee? The answer is simple, because it's already in your life, because it amplifies nutrient absorption, because it improves delivery to the muscles, and because it guarantees consistency. It transforms something ordinary into something extraordinary, a cup of energy that also becomes a cup of healing, restoration, and strength. When most people think of muscle repair, they immediately jump to protein. And yes, protein is essential, but after 60, the story goes deeper. It's not just about eating enough protein, it's about whether your body can break it down, absorb it, and actually use it to rebuild muscle tissue. That's where one overlooked nutrient becomes a game changer: collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body, but it declines rapidly with age. By the time you hit 60, your body is making far less of it. This is why muscles feel weaker, joints ache more, and skin loses elasticity. But here's the hidden connection most people miss. Collagen doesn't just support skin and joints. It provides the critical amino acids your muscles need to repair and regenerate. Unlike typical muscle-building proteins like whey or chicken, collagen supplies glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These amino acids are the glue of connective tissue. They help muscles anchor more securely to bones, repair tiny tears after activity, and recover faster from daily stress. Without enough collagen, your muscles may still get protein, but they lack the structural support to actually rebuild in a strong, stable way. That's why many people over 60 feel like they exercise but don't see progress. Their body is missing the raw material that makes the repair possible. Collagen is also unique because it strengthens more than just muscle fibers. It reinforces the tendons, ligaments, and fascia that hold muscles in place. Think of your muscles as ropes. If the ropes are strong but the knots are weak, they can't pull effectively. Collagen strengthens the knots, making the whole system more resilient. For someone struggling with balance, weakness, or slow recovery, this overlooked nutrient restores the foundation. Another reason collagen is overlooked is because people think they're already getting enough from diet. But the truth is, modern diets contain very little. In the past, people ate nose to tail, soups with bone broth, cuts of meat with skin and connective tissue, slow-cooked stews. Today, most food is lean, trimmed, and processed, removing the richest natural sources of collagen. That's why supplementing with collagen peptides has become such a powerful tool for people over 60. It's essentially putting back what the modern diet has taken away. But here's the real kicker: collagen doesn't just benefit muscles directly, it improves gut health by supporting the lining of the intestines, and gut health determines how well you absorb every other nutrient. So by adding collagen, you not only provide the missing amino acids for muscle repair, you also enhance your body's ability to use protein, vitamins, and minerals more effectively. It's like upgrading your body's internal factory, so every input produces a stronger output. Collagen also interacts with another critical player: creatine. While creatine is popular in younger athletes, many people over 60 overlook it because they think it's just for bodybuilders. But creatine helps recycle energy in muscle cells, and collagen provides the structural repair. Together, they create a synergy. One fuels, the other rebuilds. The result is more energy for activity and faster recovery afterward. Let's not forget the hormone connection. As we age, growth hormone and testosterone decline. These hormones signal the body to repair muscle. Collagen helps buffer that decline by reducing muscle breakdown and supporting recovery even when hormones are lower. That's why people who start collagen after 60 often notice not just stronger muscles, but also less soreness, fewer injuries, and better overall mobility. Collagen is also easy to use. Unlike big cuts of meat or complicated protein shakes, collagen peptides dissolve easily in coffee, tea, or water. They're flavorless, light on digestion, and don't cause bloating. For seniors who may struggle with appetite or digestive issues, this makes collagen the most practical option for daily consistency. And remember, consistency is everything. You can't rebuild decades of muscle loss in a week, but you can steadily restore strength if you feed your body the right tools daily. The best part? Adding collagen doesn't require radical lifestyle changes. It's a simple habit, one scoop into your morning coffee, and over weeks, the results compound. Muscles begin to feel firmer, joints ache less, energy improves. It's not magic. It's simply giving your body what it's been missing all along. When it comes to rebuilding muscle after 60, success depends less on complicated plans and more on consistency with simple habits. Adding the right nutrient to your coffee works best when you follow a clear, step-by-step routine. The key is to make the process so easy that you can stick with it every single day without stress or confusion. The first step is choosing the right collagen. Not all supplements are created equal. Look for hydrolyzed collagen peptides, sometimes just called collagen peptides. Hydrolyzed simply means the protein has been broken down into smaller chains of amino acids, which makes it much easier for your body to digest and absorb. Powders are usually better than capsules because you get a higher dose without needing to swallow several pills. For most people, a serving of about 10 grams daily is the sweet spot. That's roughly 1 scoop of powder. Once you've chosen your collagen, the second step is timing. While you could technically take collagen at any time of day, mixing it into your morning coffee is by far the simplest method. Why? Because coffee is already a non-negotiable habit for many people. You don't need to remember an extra pill or shake, just enhance something you're already doing. This makes the habit stick, and collagen mixes seamlessly into hot liquid, dissolving without clumps or flavor. The third step is preparing your coffee properly. Brew your coffee as you normally would: drip, French press, pour over, or even instant. Once the coffee is hot, add 1 scoop of collagen powder. Stir until fully dissolved. At this stage, you've already created a muscle-repairing drink, but you can go further by adding optional nutrients that boost the effect. For example, a splash of heavy cream or coconut oil provides healthy fats that slow the absorption of caffeine, giving you longer-lasting energy without jitters. A pinch of cinnamon can help balance blood sugar. These small tweaks turn an ordinary cup into a metabolic support system. The fourth step is making it enjoyable. If you don't like the taste or texture of a health habit, you won't stick with it. Luckily, collagen is flavorless and blends smoothly, so most people don't notice it at all. But if you enjoy lattes or creamier drinks, use a handheld frother. This not only mixes the collagen perfectly, but also gives your coffee a cafe-style foam. When health feels like a treat, consistency becomes effortless. The fifth step is consistency tracking. Muscle repair doesn't happen overnight. It takes weeks of steady support. That's why tracking matters. Keep your collagen scoop right next to your coffee maker so you never forget. If you're someone who loves visuals, mark a simple calendar. Each day you check off a box, you reinforce the habit. After 30 days, you'll notice subtle changes: less soreness, better recovery, stronger grip, or easier movement during daily tasks. Over 90 days, those changes add up to real visible results. The sixth step is pairing the habit with light movement. Collagen provides the building blocks, but your muscles still need a reason to grow. Even simple activities like walking, stretching, or bodyweight exercises signal your body to use those nutrients to rebuild. Think of collagen as the bricks and light exercise as the blueprint. Together, they create stronger, more resilient muscle. The seventh step is staying hydrated. Collagen is a protein, and proteins require water to metabolize efficiently. Coffee is mildly dehydrating, so balance it out by drinking a glass of water alongside your cup. This small adjustment improves digestion, nutrient absorption, and overall recovery. Finally, the eighth step is patience with progress. One of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting overnight transformation. Collagen works gradually, rebuilding tissues from the inside out. Think of it like watering a plant. You don't see results instantly, but over time the growth becomes undeniable. By focusing on the daily habit rather than the immediate outcome, you set yourself up for lasting results. This step-by-step process doesn't require special equipment, complicated recipes, or dramatic lifestyle changes. It's about taking something you already enjoy, your morning coffee, and turning it into a delivery system for strength, repair, and vitality. Each step is small, but together they create a powerful routine that supports muscle, joints, and overall health well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Whenever you start a new health routine, one of the first questions is, when will I notice results? The truth is, your body begins responding the very first day you start giving it what it needs. But the real noticeable benefits come gradually, and they build week by week. By sticking with collagen in your daily coffee for 30 days, here's what you can realistically expect to feel and see. During the first 7 days, most people don't see dramatic changes yet, but important things are happening under the surface. Collagen peptides are being absorbed quickly into your bloodstream, supplying your body with the amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These are the raw materials your body uses to repair tissues. What you may notice in this early phase is improved digestion, since collagen helps support the gut lining. Some people also experience less bloating after meals. You might also feel a bit more satisfied in the morning because protein helps control hunger. These are small but encouraging signs that your body is already putting collagen to work. By the second week, the benefits start to show in more noticeable ways. Many people report that their knees, hips, or shoulders feel less stiff when they get up in the morning. That's because collagen doesn't just help muscle fibers, it also strengthens cartilage and connective tissues. The amino acids are helping lubricate and cushion your joints, which can reduce that achy, creaky feeling. Energy also begins to improve. When your body has steady building blocks for repair, it doesn't feel as drained. You may find that climbing stairs, doing chores, or even taking a walk feels easier. It's not a dramatic surge of energy, but rather a gentle lift, like someone just took a little weight off your back. By week 3, muscle repair becomes more noticeable. If you've been pairing your collagen habit with light exercise, walking, stretching, or resistance bands, you'll likely see faster recovery. Soreness fades quicker after activity, and you may feel stronger doing basic movements like standing up from a chair or carrying groceries. Skin and hair often show subtle improvements here too. Collagen helps restore elasticity, so fine lines may look softer and your skin might feel more hydrated. For many, this is the first visible sign that reinforces they're on the right track. By the end of 30 days, the changes add up. Your muscles are receiving steady repair materials, your joints are more supported, and your energy is more consistent throughout the day. Many people describe it as a quiet transformation, less discomfort, more mobility, and a stronger sense of resilience. Even everyday movements feel easier. Bending down to pick something up, walking longer without fatigue, or getting out of bed in the morning no longer feels like a struggle. These are not flashy results, but they are life-changing in their impact on independence and confidence. Another bonus by this stage is habit strength. Because collagen in coffee becomes automatic, you don't have to remember it anymore. It's built into your morning routine. That's when real progress becomes sustainable. It's important to remember that collagen works from the inside out. It's not a quick fix, it's a rebuilding process. That's why 30 days is such a key milestone. At this point, you've given your body enough time and consistency to lay the foundation for stronger muscles, healthier joints, and better energy. Think of it as planting a tree. In the first month, roots are spreading underground, hidden from view, but absolutely vital for growth. The same is happening inside your body. The groundwork is being laid, and if you continue the habit beyond 30 days, the benefits multiply: stronger muscles, better posture, and even more energy to do the things you love. By sticking with this simple daily habit, you've proven to yourself that age doesn't define strength. What matters is consistency, nourishment, and giving your body what it needs to thrive.